So many people in this world are facing the same big issue. Let's visit the average household and see if they are faced with this pressing matter. So, do you have the problem of having an overabundance of scrunchies?
Well, yes.
And do you have a good place to store all of them?
Not really.
Well, then come on down and make an adorable scrunchie holder. It only costs your time to make it.
Okay.
So, to make a scrunchie holder, you first need to pick out what type of animal you want it to be. The holder is going to look like a tube of fabric, so unless you want it to be boring, you should pick out an animal. At first, I was going to make mine a pig, as they are my favorite animal and can do a bunch of cool stuff like run up to speeds of 11 miles per hour, or in other words run a 7-minute mile, squeal as loud as 115 decibels, and they are as intelligent as a 3-year-old human. Anyway, I ended up not doing a pig because I wanted to choose a more personal animal, and I didn't have pink fabric, so I chose to do my cat. My cat has grayish-brownish fur, as you can see, so I found some gray fabric that was similar enough to his fur color, and then I began to make my scrunchie holder. The first thing I did was cut out my fabric. I made it 12.5 inches long and 6 inches wide. If you have a lot of scrunchies, you may want to consider making your fabric longer to fit more. I then folded my fabric in half and hot glued it together. I also hemmed the edges with my hot glue gun. Once that was over with, I drew 2 circles with a diameter of 3 inches. Then I cut both of them out. The circles need to be attached to the tube of fabric, so to do this, I took a paper towel roll and put it in the tube to give it shape. Then I simply hot glued the circles to the tube. Make sure when you hot glue the second circle, you only do it partially because you will need to take the roll out, flip the tube inside out, and then stuff it. For the stuffing, I used some scraps of fabric, however you can use whatever you like. Once you have filled your fabric with the appropriate amount of stuffing, you can finish hot gluing the second circle on. Once that's done, draw your animal face on one side of the fabric. If you want to, you can also add a tail to the other side, however, I chose not to. You can also add ears to your animal by cutting small triangles out of your fabric and then hot gluing them on. And here is the completed animal scrunchie holder. It is totally functional and adorable. My cat also liked it.